Jeff York.
Alright, what are you playing?
BA Monarch.
Alright, let's get into it then.
Alright. 3 Terratop, 1 Tox on board. Staple. You need this in order to get your Dantes. The cool tech, try a dice. It's a good target to hit off Dante. Also helps you kind of unbrick if you just draw Tox on board. That way, if you draw Terratop later in the game, you still have something to search. So, is that. 2 Max D. It's not at 3, so Konami sucks. Tour Guide, you have to play it. Terratop's better though. The singles, Alec, Barbar, Libic. Libic helps you combo off the Monarch engine. Sometimes you'll end up with like a face-up return on the board and you need to float a BA down. That way you have like tribute fodder, so he helps. That way they don't blow themselves up. Barbar, your opponent's low on life, etc.
How many people did you get with Barbar?
I only Barbared one person, and it was funny. It was Klee Demise, and he had a face-up skill drain. He had Scout turn 1. This man was paying like it's so much, and then it got to like turn 3. I was like, yeah, I just kept sending Barbars, and he just couldn't keep up. Alex, okay. That's all I have to say about that guy.
Would you ever put him to?
Never. He's okay. He's just okay. 2 Farfa, 1 Seer, 1 Graph, the 3 Skarms. The originals, you play as many as these as you can. Well, these guys are the originals. Play as much as you can. I opted not to play 3 Farfa because in testing, I always drew 2, and you really just want these in deck unless you get him out early, then these are like okay in hand, but like not any other time. Skarm, self-explanatory. Graph, Seer, self-explanatory. So the Monarch engine. I played 2 Squires, and only 2 Squires because I didn't want to leave myself susceptible to effect failure, and I didn't want to play into Maxis. They're okay. They're okay cards, and the reason I wanted to play this engine is because your Monarch engine, every time you Prime Monarch, you're banishing. You need to make sure you recur those resources, and like you can't like go too far out. You get 1 of these, and then there's 1 play off of Levier where you can get 2 max off this card. Also, something to hit off Dante, so that's cool. 3 Big Boy. Cards insane. Non-target removal. This helps like when you're lacking on the BA engine. Like if making a Dante is clearly not the choice, like it's not the correct play. Like it's not gonna advance you anywhere. This card will get you there. It starts off your engine. Cards a blowout. A great synergy alert too. You have to play 1 because you don't want to lock yourself out with Return of the Monarchs. You won't be able to access your BA engine at all. 1 Ether, it's at 1. Even if this card was at 3, I'd probably only play 2. Just because it's not a dark, and OTKing through Monarchs is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to control the game through the BA engine and then float down Erebuses. Really good card. Tribute Erebus in your opponent's main phase or battle phase is insane. 3 Prime Monarch, you gotta float for rank 5s. Making Durandal Pleiades, really good.
Would you run any more of the tribute card? How many would it be? What is it again? Escalation. There you go.
Escalation.
Would you run a
I would honestly no, just because you want to keep the lineup as small as possible, but like you play a certain amount of Monarch Spell and Trap cards. That way you have enough to send off of Ether and Erebus. You don't want to go over that because then you'll leave yourself with the Monarch's original problem, which was bricking on their own cards. Like today, for example, I opened this crap. Like, yeah, that's cool. If I could open a Monarch. Like I that happens every once in a while, but like I don't want that to happen often. So that's why probably not. Maybe side 1 if like I felt like I really needed tribute. 1 Foolish, 1 Pantheism, 1 Stormforth, and Domain. Every time people see this card come up, they just assume they can't start something from the extra deck. So that's a cool thing you can play on. Mainly use this for reducing the levels and going for damage. That additional 800, people don't realize that, and they leave their stuff in attack mode a lot. In time, this wins me a lot of games. Stormforth, self-explanatory. Like, card's stupid. I tribute your stuff, I get what I want. Pot of Greed. 100 plus one, sorry. This, I wish this card was at more than one. This is a Monarch if I need it to be. This is a Monarch Spell Trap card if I need it. This is a BA monster. This is a Effect Veiler if I need to be. Spot removal, like Foolish Burial, so good.
That'd be broken.
Yeah, you know, for example, today my opponent Flying Seed me, and I had Foolish in my hand. Sent Alec, negated the Flying Seed, overlaid with it.
Okay.
Yep, busted. 3 Tenacity, you have to play it. Gotta get to your stuff. I did opt to play 2 at one point. I found myself drawing these in multiples, which isn't good if you're not opening the other cards. 2 returns because you, again, want to see your Monarchs. That way, if you draw multiple of these guys, like you have something going. You want to fuel your Prime Monarch as much as you can. 2 Lower Darkness. I don't have the 3rd ulti, so I opted to only play 2, and I refuse to play a common or super or ultra. But highly recommend, if you play the deck, you have to play 3. And this is 40 cards.
Okay.
Alright, so why are you not at 1? That's all I gotta say. That thing. Self-explanatory. Good cards. Just good cards.
Why not?
Coral Dragon, because we play this guy. And remember I was saying earlier where if you find yourself bricking, you need something else to search, you swap someone to Terra Top, you could normal this, sink for a Coral Dragon, and then you can, if you brick on the Squires, you can pitch them, grab their effects, and when he leaves the field, he grabs your card, so he's not bad at all. Also, he's a tribute fodder. Pleiades, Volcasaurus, Durandal. Mainly just for Prime. I don't really make Durandal often, but when I do, it's when my opponent's it's at a simplified game state. My opponent has like 1 back row set, and I want to ensure like they pop my Prime Monarch instead of drowning me or whatever. This guy comes in a lot. Sometimes we can't push for damage with Barbar, so we have to rely on Prime Monarch to get us there. This card is just when you want to be annoying. Like, I don't want my opponent to have a monster on the board, or you need to take care of a floodgate. Leviair, Giga Brilliant, and Grand Pulse. Only reason this gets played is for Cobage, which is really good in the mirror match. You need to shuffle Dante's away, they don't get their effects. You don't have to worry about Beatrice. Leviair, you can, cool thing, you can bring back Eidos after you banish him. Yeah, you can bring him back, and he gets his effects, so you can do additional bonus off of him, off the Leviair. But like afterwards, you can't go in your action deck. But that's not bad because you're just making an Erebus. Grand Pulse for back row, F0 because you have to. Cosmo's still a thing. Also, it's just a really good card. Some decks just can't get over this. And then the one Gaia Charter, because we play so many 5s. And Piercing is really good.
Alright.
Side deck.
Any side deck specifically for today, or is this something?
My side deck was all round. This is what I used last time. I felt like this was still the correct side deck for today. I played 2 Twin Twisters, 3 Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, 3 Effect Veiler, the 1 Vanity Team, 2 Anti-Spell, 2 Typhoon, and 1 Full House.
Which one did you usually side into most?
One more second. Sorry. 15. The Spirit Dragon. So I played way too many Blue Eyes today. I sided this card 3 times. I only saw it once, so I can't really like say it was effective, but like this card's a blowout if you reveal the Spirit, like, because then they have to sit on Azure Eyes, and that's much more manageable than a card that negates your graveyard effects. Because like your BA, you need this off the board. You'd rather deal with an Azure Eyes. Twin Twister for back row, mainly for Demise. As you can see, I really don't like Demise. This is really good. 9 out of 10 times the Demise deck is Plea, and they leave up Scales. You pop that, pop their back row. That's a wrap. Or you can even trigger it off your own cards, like face up Return of the Monarchs. Can trigger this. This is for Pendulums. You let them go first. You side this in game 2. Essentially, just ensures they don't have Scales and they can't Pendulum summon. When you're going first against Blue Eyes, or you're going first against Pendulums, just go in. Banishing for everything except Mermail. I wanted to squeeze in a Majesty's Fiend, but I just didn't have the room. I felt like I really needed just one of these and the 3 Veilers, because the Veilers are really, really good against Blue Eyes. This hurts a lot of rogue decks. I think that's it. Just one note, you cannot search this off return, and does not work with Tenacity. So I see a lot of people that are playing 3 of these in their main deck, and they're playing like 2 returns, and I just think that's bad. You'll brick on the Vanny's team before you actually like get a successful hit off of it.
Why not Majesty's?
Like I said, I felt like this was a better call than doing like 2 Veilers, pretend that's Majesty's Fiend and 1 Vanny's Fiend. Like, yeah, Majesty. Like, I don't think I was gonna play a lot of Mermails, so I would just prefer have the Vanny's lock, because a lot of decks just can't play after. Like, if you summon this on Blue Eyes, the only way they out this is like they have Regeki or they already have an established board, and if you have to tribute for a Fiend on an established board, you're probably losing anyways.
Alright, well, any shoutouts for today, man?
Nah.
Alright, well, thanks a lot for the deck profile today, man.
No problem, man.